This morning I did something I haven't done for a long time and I've been meaning to do more of. But first, writing as many books as I do takes a lot of work and a lot of focus. You got to be in the zone and find the flow state and all that stuff. So that usually works for me. That usually works when I get up really early, go to my law office, and I get to writing. But you do it enough, you write 80 books or so, it's about where I'm at, which sounds insane. You can kind of just need a new spot. So I've been going out really early and writing. Nothing's really open when I get started. So like this morning I went to Quick Trip and wrote in the parking lot for half an hour or so, did some things. Eventually, I was able to go to a car wash my car and fuel up, which I've been meaning to do on my mundane to-do list. After that, I went to the Target parking lot and I wrote for a while there. And then I went to Barnes & Noble and wrote for a while there. And I got all of my minimum words for Starblade 5. Sharp Allies is what I'm currently working on. I'm very close to finishing it. That can be hard. It can be easy. It just depends on the project and whatnot. But while I was there, I indulged myself, as I tend to do with journals, because I like to buy journals. I have a ton of them that are like barely started, but I love a brand new journal. So today, the thing that I've been meaning to do for a long time is to handwrite an entire book. And I don't really have time for that in my production schedule for my science fiction space opera. I've always loved fantasy. I always loved science fiction. I write in lots of genres. I only really publish space opera right now. But so today I bought this new journal, mostly to test whether or not Sharpies would write well on this karst paper and not bleed or smear, because I really like gel pens, but they always smear no matter what type. And these are waterproof, and they're made from stone somehow. But it looks like they actually will be waterproof and smear proof if you use a Sharpie or some sort of felt tip marker. Not quite as much fun as writing with a gel tip, but hey, that's my thing. Anyway, so I started this and I made my childish little drawings. When I was a kid, I always wanted to write directly into a paper thing because I felt like I had a book. But when you're 8, you think you can publish something you wrote by hand. Anyway, so this is fun. We'll see how far it goes. This is day 1. I'm going to try to write 30 minutes a day, just no outlining. This is completely by the seat of my pants for this story. And we'll see where this goes and when it gets published. It could be years, because it's kind of a long-term thing. It's more for a creative outlet and just kind of keep everything fresh. If you're going to write for a living, you gotta love it. So you got to do things that make you continue to love it. So I love all of my Starblade stories. I love all of the Homeworld Lost stories. I had a blast writing The Last Reaper and The Tall Boys and all the different things I've written. I've enjoyed every minute of working on those. But like any writer will tell you, that doesn't mean it's always easy. And if you're a really creative person, you tend to get distracted. And you want to write everything all the time, which is impossible. But sometimes you got to just go down the rabbit holes. And that's what this is. Anyway, so far it's fun. I'm going to turn off this video before I sweat my ass off because I'm in my truck. Just left Barnes & Noble. And I figured this is a nice, quiet environment. The car's basically soundproof, close enough anyway. You can probably hear some wind. But I do have it turned off so there's no air conditioner. So I'll see you later. Take care. Have a great day. Be safe.